Hi, this is SJ Talks and Like coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, if you will, please and thank you. I heard old Dr. Phil. I used to be a fan of the Dr. Phil show. I used to be a fan. Not so sure that I'm a fan anymore. I heard that the other day. I remember him advertising that he was going to do a show about reparations. I heard him advertising the show, but I didn't get a chance to catch the show. But yeah, he was talking to a black professor or something like that about reparations, and he was saying allegedly. Well, it wasn't allegedly. He said it. He said that uh, black people didn't need reparations because they saying that black people would squander it and wouldn't know what to do with the money. The professor calculated $350,000 a piece, trillions of dollars in reparations to black people, $350,000 a piece. Dr. Phil basically said that black people would squander it. First of all, I love the way he stereotypes us. I love the way he stereotypes us and say that, and saying that we all of us would squander it, and wouldn't all of us, generalizing and stereotyping all of us and thinking that all of us would just squander the money and not do anything with it. First of all, I love it how he's stereotyping us and generalizing us. Doesn't he realize that the entrepreneurship rate is going up with black women? Doesn't he realize that? More and more black women are starting to open up businesses. Doesn't he realize that? There's plenty of black people that would, including myself, that would take that money and because I myself, I would love to start an adult foster care, get an adult foster care home off the ground. But okay, I got to have the money to get that going. I would love to have an adult foster care. I've been thinking about this for quite some time. I would love to have my own adult foster care facility, house, and also I wouldn't mind having an assisted living facility, because more and more people are going to need assisted living. As baby boomers age, more and more people, there's going to be more of a demand for those types of services. It's going to be, the baby boomers are starting to get up there. So it's going to be more of a demand for adult foster care homes, assisted living homes. And I would love to start an assisted living facility and adult foster care. I've been thinking about that for quite some time. So I would definitely take the money and I would have enough money to get that up and going and get it off the ground, to get it started. See, I got multi-million-dollar ideas in my head, but can't materialize any of them because I don't have the money. It takes money to make money. Everybody know that. So it's lots of black people that want to start businesses and have ideas and want to get businesses off the ground. They just don't have the means to get the business off the ground. And it's hard for black people to get business loans. Dr. Phil need to do his research. It's very difficult for black people to get small business loans. And it's not easy. It's hard to get government grants, because you have to really, really know what you're doing when you're writing up these grants, because you have to be able to show the government to prove to the government and show the government what you're going to do with this money. And you have to show them that you're going to create jobs, that your business is going to be beneficial to the community. So government grants are not easy to get. You have to write up a proposal. You have to write up a grant proposal to send into the government. You know how many people are probably doing that? So government grants are not easy to get. So it's not easy to get funds together to start a business. And then there's the issue of credit. People got to get their credit straight. It's not easy for Black people to get small business loans. It is very, very, very hard to get a business started. If I start my adult foster care home, I would have to purchase a home. I have a home in mind that I would like to purchase via my old apartment building that I used to live in. It's vacant. I would love to purchase that and turn that into an adult foster care home, but I would have to get it up to code. And everything, make sure I have everything the people would need. Then get it licensed by the state. The state has to come in and inspect and then license the home. Then I can start taking in my clients. So that's what I know. That's what I would do with my $350,000. And I may be able to not only get that off the ground, but I may be able to open up another home in addition to that. And have maybe 2 going. Get those businesses up and running. And then build up enough capital to where I may be able to start to open up my assisted living facility. That I would like to build from the ground up. Okay. I've been brainstorming this and thinking about this for a long time. Amongst other ideas, business ideas that I have in my head, but can't get them materialized because I don't have the money. But if I had the money, that's what I would be doing with it. For starters. That's for starters. So there's lots of Black people that would love to start businesses, but don't have the means to get the finances to start the businesses. So I love it how he stereotypes us and say that all of us would squander the money, and as if all of us are stupid and ignorant and don't know what to do. There's lots of Black people that would love to start businesses. Now, there is some Black people that would do just that. They would squander it. But there are some Black people like me that thinks more long range, that likes to think in terms of creating generational wealth. Maybe set up a family business so when I kick the bucket, my kids and my grandkids can still run the business. That type of situation. Okay. So some of us do think in those terms. He need to watch YouTube and watch Boyce Watkins and some other Black people and myself and some other Black people on there and see what we be talking about. Some of us actually want to start businesses. Okay? Because don't nobody want to be constantly punching no time clock. Well, I'm not right now. But a lot of Black people want to have their own business. That's what I'm saying. So I love it how he assumes that we will all squander the money and wouldn't know what to do with it. So I just, that's stereotypical to me. I have an issue with that. And I know a lot of white folks is against reparations. First of all, didn't Oprah open the door for him to get his show off the ground? Didn't a Black woman, Oprah Winfrey, open the door for him to get his show started off the ground? And here he has the audacity to say black people shouldn't be getting reparations. Wow. A lot of white folks don't understand, but I'm going to break it down to you guys right quick if you don't understand, okay? Black people were slaves. First of all, there was a lot of black people that were already here. Indigenous people that were already here. They put them down on the census report as Indians. But there were a lot of black people that were already here before slavery, before they made the pilgrimage to Africa to get all these black people to bring them here to work them for free. There was already black people still here. So they owe us land. They owe us lots of land. Not to mention the land that they stole from us. Then when they went over to Africa and made the pilgrimage over to Africa and got all of our ancestors, millions of them, brought them here, worked them for over 200 years, free labor. And let's not talk about indentured servitude. Okay, free labor. Black people practically built this country. Black people built the White House that only one black man has presided as president, had the opportunity to live in. Black people built that White House. That White House was built off of the black man's sweat. Hello? Black people practically built this country. Now, our ancestors are no longer here. We are their descendants. They're no longer here to get the pay that for y'all working our ancestors for free all those years. They're not here to collect their pay. We are their descendants. So their earnings and salary goes to us. It's just like if I'm a billionaire and I pass away, then my money goes to my sons or my grandkids. You see how that works? Or if there's monies that is owed to me, and I'm no longer here, but there's monies that are owed to me, it will go to my sons and my grandkids. You see how that works? You see how that works? So our ancestors are not here to collect their salary, their pay, for all those years of free labor. We are their descendants, so we get their salary. It's like an inheritance. For those slow ones in the back that don't get it, don't understand why we should get reparations, like what you guys are giving the Indians for taking the land, what billions of white people got, giving them government grants and home loans and all this kind of stuff, all the reparations that was given to white people, reparations that was given to the Japanese people, and white ethnic people coming from other countries, war-torn countries, over to the United States, Ukrainians, all that, all the reparations and all the money that you're giving those guys. I'm not saying they shouldn't do it, but I'm just trying to prove a point here. Okay, other races of people, the United States have given other races of people reparations. Indians get a check every month. But when it comes to talking about reparations for black people, they dead set against it. But it was okay to work our ancestors for over 200 years for free. And, violated and abused and unalived millions of our people while forcing our people to work for free. But you get pissed off when we want to talk about reparations for African Americans. But it was okay for you to give other races of people reparations. People that come in from other countries that don't even live in the United States, you're giving money to. But we're not entitled to it? Dr. Phil, shame on you. Shame on you, Dr. Phil. I used to be a fan of your show. Shame on you for saying that, for stereotyping and generalizing all black people and saying that we will all squander the money. There's some black people that will do just that. But there's lots of black people that would make good use of that money. When they ended slavery, another fact, when they ended slavery, we was promised 40 acres. Our ancestors was promised 40 acres and a mule. That was not delivered as promised. They didn't get their 40 acres and a mule. And we're not going to talk about all the land that y'all stole from black people, Seneca Valley in New York. We're not talking about all the land that you stole from black people. So not only do you guys owe us money, but you also owe us land. Land is owed to us and money. Now you can keep the mule. You can keep the mule. But you owe us land and you owe us money. Plain and simple. Shame on you, Dr. Phil. Shame on you. A black woman is the reason why you are on TV. It's a black woman. It is a black woman is the reason why you are on TV. And you have the audacity to say that black people are not entitled to reparations. That's easy for you to say because you came up off a black woman and now you're rich. And you're not thinking about the millions of poor black people that have to struggle every day and deal with all this systematic racism and worried about getting fired on their jobs. You don't have to worry about that because you're rich, thanks to Oprah Winfrey. Hit me up in that comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe. Think about that.